we have with us. Matthew, tell me, you were saying, leading as far as the prosecution was concerned, and you thought that the defense attorney also had some issues with the way he was examining the witness. Let's hear what you have to say.
Absolutely. I think both sides were effective in their line of questioning, especially this prosecutor. He's very neat, he's very concise, he's very to the point, but he steps over the line. And this defense attorney has done very little to try and stop him and object. A lot of times, not only would he be asking leading questions, but he would assume things that are in evidence. You'd ask questions that were based on assumptions like, well, this was after the murder, right? And if I was a defense attorney that was defending someone that was on trial for murder, I would never let the prosecution say that my client murdered someone. There's a there's a lack of foundation there, and not only that, it assumes information that's not in evidence. He hasn't been convicted. So ultimately, I think that there could be more, but ultimately, this is a prosecutor who's very, very, very prepped and knows exactly the points that he wants to touch on cross.
Absolutely. Do you think that the witness was doing a decent job? Was he following what the prosecution wanted him to do? It seemed to me he was stumbling a little bit, had to be led because he couldn't remember some of the timing as far as the investigation was concerned.
And it goes to, I agree with you, and it goes to show me that I think that both of these parties have prepped together, which is normal, by the way. This happens all the time. Now, I'll tell you this: on cross-examination, the defense attorney was really able to show how lackluster some of the investigation was. Right, was really able to kind of push this witness. To show that maybe he jumped to conclusions. He just automatically treated this defendant as a seminal defendant, even though there is another defendant that's already been convicted in this case, who probably provided the firearm. So, I think that they both did a good job at trying to get their point across. And I think that the defense attorney here really did show some insufficiencies in this investigation. Is it going to work? We'll see.
You're right.